Hey, Jerry, good morning. Okay, right now it's 9:21 a.m., September 23, 2020. Everything we do here is for educational purposes only. Nothing is to be taken as direct trading advice. You are trading between you and your broker at your own risk. This is an educational opportunity to learn how to scalp, based on price action, a price action trading methodology. Sal Shul is your host. Sal is actively scalping. It's very important for you to know that Sal is also at risk based on his trading. He has a price action trading strategy that he's been working on and developing over many years. He's been trading for 25 years or so. He's been on the CME Group trading floor. He's a CME Group floor member. So if you're looking to really focus on doing, well, making money trading, risking your money at trading, and learning to develop a consistent profitability opportunity, if you're coming in from the outside, join us. Click on the link, find the link, click on the link and join us in Zoom directly. If you're looking to develop a skill set, look to learn to trade the market, the futures market, as a living or as a good hobby, then you come to the right place. Hey, Frank. So Chris W., Dean, Don, Emilio, Frank, Jerry, Jim, Joel, John, hey, Joy, Jurgen, KG, Kurt, Lyle, Oscar, hey, Peter, hey, Rose, Steve P., good morning. Remember, if you haven't signed up for Sal's Monthly, take a shot at doing that now. I did send the link out to everybody. Make sure everybody has it before Sal comes in. Take the time to sign up. Remember, this is a discounted opportunity. 100 versus 379. I don't mind if you pay the 379, but I think you might like to pay the 100.
All right, can everybody hear me? Okay. Can everybody hear me all right? All right, good. All right, so we are back here, and we shall, it's a new day. It's a new day, so let's see what's going to happen. Let's give you our pivot for today. Our pivot this morning is 3308. 3308. Supported 33 even, 3292, 82, 73, and 66. Resistance on the upside at 18, 28, 35, and 42. Pivot 3308, resistance at 18, 28, 35, and 42, support below 33 even, 92, 82, 73, and 66. All right, the market here came up here yesterday, nice little rally, and then overnight just kind of hanging out in somewhat a little bit of a tight range and popped up a little bit, and now just kind of hanging. So we'll see what happens. and that's that. So, all right. Anybody has any questions? Welcome. This is trading mini S&Ps. We used to trade from the Florida Exchange, but now we are stuck in my basement. So we are here in my basement, but it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I'm starting to get used to the surroundings and lack of noise. That's the only bad thing, you know. A little bit of more noise here from the basement, but pivot this morning is 33.08, resistance 18.28, 35.42, support below 33 even, 92, 82, 73, and 66. So that's where we are at. And market, like I said, market kind of very, they kind of pulled the plug here a little bit. I don't know why they just did, but it is what it is. So let's see where we end up. Be patient. Do you call trades during cash market open? I give you support and resistance, and I kind of tell you where those situations are that you might find the opportunity to get in. So that's one way of me calling trades without me calling trades. The other way is the support and resistance setups that might occur once the market hits some bars using price action, and those I might kind of verbalize. But then again, everybody's a little bit different, so I'm not going to tell you this is what you got to do. Besides that, I cannot do that because rules that I have to follow. But I suggest, and it's up to each individual trader just decide whether they like that setup or they don't like that setup or they appreciate it. Obviously, if you work with us and you know which setups, we show you multiple setups, and then hopefully you do like the opportunities or find the opportunities that you can visualize and recognize and execute. We don't trade the bond market. We trade yes. The reason the bond market's up there does give us some opportunity sometimes when the market is moving around. But lately the bond market has been very, very quiet, so it's hard to gain any advantage. But when volatility comes back in the market, we'll have. I think the bond market will also perk up a little bit and maybe give us some play, maybe with us to look at. So that's why we keep the bond market up there. Our pivot this morning is 33.08. The support below at good morning there, Jerry. 33.08 is the pivot. Support below at 33 even. 92, 82, 73, 66. Resistance above 18, 28, 35, and 42. Again, Monday, was it Monday? Yeah, Monday we were a little bit nutso, and so probably had to extend your ranges a little bit. 6-7 points yesterday. It got a little bit tighter, maybe 3-4 points, and we're probably in that same little league, 2 to 3 points, 2 to 3, 4 points, somewhere in that range. Whatever makes you happy as far as stops are concerned. I think we should be achieving the same amount of profit potential. Obviously, when volatility is sucked into the market, volatility creates movement around levels. So we try to give ourselves a fair chance around these levels, and then consequently we extend our stops a little bit. But today, I think because of the lack of volatility and quietness of the market so far, and obviously that could change, you know that. So that is also a possibility. And let's give you the levels one more time. Pivot this morning is 33.08. Support at 33 even. 92, 82, 73, 66. Resistance above 18, 28, 35, and 42. Well, Oscar, there is a connection. Sometimes it's a little bit more visible, and sometimes it's not. Can't explain them all to you this way. All right, we are kind of just hanging here. Not much going on. Let's see. Is there any numbers? Let's see. 9 o'clock. Paul testifies before the House Select Subcommittee. Great. So he's going to be yakking away. And that's going to be happening at 9 o'clock. Then there's going to be a Fed speak at 10 o'clock. So then there's a slew of them talking today. Another Fed speaks at 11. There's going to be a 5-year note auction at noon. Good morning, Robert B. Sure, I'll repeat the levels again. And then we have a couple more Fed speaks at 12. So they are talking away today. But Paul's going to be testifying before House Select Subcommittee. So that's at starting at 9 o'clock. So I don't know if he's going to say anything or not say anything, but just it's out there. Pivot this morning is 33.08. Support at 33 even, 92, 82, 73, and 66. Resistance above at 18, 28, 35, and 42. All right, market is just kind of hanging around our pivot here. Kind of likes it. U.S. stocks looked set to climb again this morning with the Dow up a little bit and S&P's futures ahead by a little bit. After about a volatility that tested the market's months-long rebound. Better than expected earnings from Nike lifted sentiment after the bell on Tuesday, and the sneaker giant seeing digital sales grew by 82%. Yeah, and now we thought we were rallying, now we're coming back down. So this is what happens when there's not much going on. So Nike did okay. In Washington, Powell and Munchin urged more spending to help the economy recover from COVID-19, and the Fed chair will head back to Capitol Hill today to testify about the government's pandemic response. And President Trump also confirmed the United States would not impose a lockdown to curb the spread of the coronavirus after Boris Johnson walked back some eased restrictions in the UK. The House passed a short-term spending bill, bipartisan, which will keep the government open through December 11th. In addition to funding most government agencies, the measure would add back drop farm payments sought by President Trump in return to expanded nutrition assistance for low-income households sought by the Democrats. Lawmakers have said that they want to get past the shutdown threat to focus on passing more coronavirus relief, which have failed to do so in months amid the disagreement over the size and scope of the fifth stimulus package. As we are hanging around our pivot here, so we can see Washington is not done anything exciting, except it's what's supposed to happen. One person wanted something, the other person got it, the other person wanted something, the other person got it. They don't do that anymore. As long as they have it before, election, nobody wants to shut down before the election. The FDA standards for emergency use authorization of COVID-19 vaccines will extend the review timeline and make it unlikely that a nod will happen before Election Day. No kidding. The agency is tightening its criteria to boost transparency and public trust amid the perception that the review process is being politicized. Just over 50% of people will get a vaccine if it is available today, down from 72% in May, according to some research company. As we are just hanging around, doing not much. The Battery Day event, Tesla promised a $25,000 car with full autonomy. That means it'll ride by itself, if you can trust it, as well as plans to half the cost of batteries. About 3-year timeline of disappointed investors. Shares tumbled 7% after hours trading, after initially turning higher following the company's 2020 shareholder meeting. Elon Musk also forecast eventual annual production of 20 million vehicles, or almost twice as many as the output leader Volkswagen sold last year. Yeah, 20 million vehicles. I'm like thinking, what? Twice as much as the top leading car maker produced last year. So that's good. He's got high hopes there. One of the things that troubles me the most is that we don't have a truly affordable car. In order to do that, we've got to get the cost of batteries down. Okay. I got the right idea. Car is pretty cool, I have to admit. All right, so now we're drifting slowly back up, and who knows where we're going to go, right? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe who knows? I don't knows. I just straight. I don't knows. Oh, we're almost back here. Pivot again. Golly gee. It's one of those days. One of those days, you just gotta be patient. All right, so remember, Powell's going to be chit-chatting with the House Subcommittee, and that starts top of the hour. So who knows? Maybe they're just waiting for that. Yeah, that could be what they're waiting for, right? Just assume, yeah, why not? Maybe they just want to, get me back in slowly. They don't want to overdo me. My first day back after a couple days off here. I don't. That it's nice of the market to do that for me. All right, so that's about it right now. We're just kind of hanging around, see what happens. We're hanging around our pivot, so until that happens, we have to be patient. We cannot, we don't try to create trades. We wait for them to um, present themselves. Patience is important in trading. Sometimes, as you know, if you've been with us for a while, we can get a whole bunch of trades really fast. You gotta be right on top of it. You gotta be quick. You gotta be on your toes. You gotta be in and out. It just happens really fast. Other times, it's a sleeper. We got one of those today. At least now, that can change any moment in time. Especially since they're going to be talking today. So, Powell's going to be talking, so anything can happen. And then volatility can easily get, increased quickly. The thing you got to remember, though, he talked yesterday, and I think the idea of what his plans are, what he wants to say, is pretty much, baked into the market. It's not like it's a surprise what he's going to have to say. All right, well, just kind of can't even say you want to trade the pivot because it's not even like moving. You don't know which way it's going to go. Can't trade the blue band because it's just sitting there doing nothing. So we'll just kind of hang loose, see what happens. The resistance on the upside is 18, downside support is even. And maybe we'll get some movements at some point. You never knows. You're right there. Mark's done, in case you wanted to know. Maybe not. That's my. I know nothing. All right, just kind of both sides of our pivot. Yeah, Don, they're just sucked out all the energy today. How's how's how are you doing? How are you doing down there? Still raining? Did you get the canoe out, or do you got whichever fits? Yeah, jeez, it's amazing. So bad. This has been this is just a terrible year. Let's just get past this. I mean, it just doesn't end. All right, trying to inch up a little bit. I don't know. Inch down. I don't know. Number Powell talking at 9 o'clock. That could inject something. Who knows? Oh, back it away. Oof. Man, I was getting a little nervous. I thought nothing. Well, yeah, you like do different things, that you've never done before when these situations happen. Oh, for sure, for sure. All right, well, I'm glad you got something there. I didn't even realize there was a move, but okay. I guess we are moving a little bit here to the downside. Support down, maybe even. I didn't want to change it. I shouldn't have said anything. Remember, not a number, but Powell's going to be talking. we trickled down there to 0.5, but only a little bit traded. I don't know if anybody got filled down there. Yeah. Well, give us another opportunity here. Let's see what happens. All right. Well, now we got filled. Let's see what it wants to do here. If you got into the upper end, obviously you're working the 30, not the even area. If you didn't get in yet, maybe. Okay, nice little rotation there. All right, so nice little push up here off of the 33 even area. And nice push here off of that. So nice little trade there if you did get in. Went down there and gave you a fill second time around. So hopefully you were able to pick some of those up. And nice little quick up push up here to 02. That's all we can do right now these days. I mean, today it's a little bit quiet. I don't need to over trade, that's for sure. And definitely keep your stopping. Bonds though, dead in the water. They're not giving us any idea of what's going on. They just don't want to. It's that simple. The next level of downside we have is a 92 area, and this is a little action here before Powell starts talking. I don't know. All right, so we did hopefully got out. We did buy it down to went down to even, then bounced off for that up to the O2 area, and now we're just kind of a little bit of pressure here. No idea why. The only thing I can say, like I said, is Powell's going to be talking, and maybe the market's a little jittery. His comments are going to be out now, but I think his comments are probably the same as they were yesterday, so I don't expect much as far as his comments are concerned. The thing you have to be concerned about is his Q&A, which is going to be happening probably, around 10 minutes or so. So keep that in mind. That's You're going to get some added volatility here because of that. So again, it's a little left day possibility here. So keep that in mind if you're nervous or don't like to trade with on F day. This is a possibility of what might be going on. Unfortunately, it's just been slow and nothing much is going on, so it's a problem. But even though when it's slow like this, there's no reason to overtrade or to think that you have to find a reason to trade. Just take what the market gives you, and we be patient. And there's always tomorrow. Who knew that we were going to be so busy on Monday, and then yesterday was a little bit busy, and then all of a sudden they pulled the plug today. You just don't know. So craziness that's going on around the world, and with everything, anybody could say anything one moment in one day and create some crazy volatility. So no reason to think that that's not going to happen. And like I said, you don't have to be forcing that trade, especially since you know that there's going to be Fed's, Powell's going to be talking now. Just a little word of warning, even though, like I said, I know it doesn't feel good to not trade that much, but hey, preservation of capital, very important. Again, if anybody has questions, or any questions or any comments, feel free to ask away. That is true. There, the Mojan sitting on your hands is a trade. Right? That's a good point. Never looked at it that way, but that makes sense. I can see that. That is a setup. You gotta know when to sit on your hands, though. That's the thing, right? That's the key. All right. So again, we dipped down to the our level there, even, and again, we're scalping for a little bit. Looking for 2-3 points on our trades here. So we got that early on, and then we're just kind of hanging, and then it dipped back down, went down a little bit, and it came back up, went down to the settlement price there. And then bounced off of that a little bit. Even is like 3,300. 3,300 is even. just the price, 3,300, like 3,301 is a one, but 3,300, 3,300 is even. So that's just 3,300 is the price. All right, next level on the downside. So 92 is the next downside support here. Again, we have Powell talking, so it could be a reason why we're a little bit weaker here. I don't know. Market's slowly down ticking. I remember that Powell is talking and could be adding a little volatility here to the market. So if you don't like trading an F day, or if you're concerned about trading F days, this could constitute an F day. Every time he's talking. I mean, it's one thing that the other Fed governors are talking, and they also could generate some volatility in the market, as you know. They're not immune from creating volatility in the market, but at least he's the chair, so there's always some added credence or validity to his comments when they come out. So, but like I said, all of them are talking today, and of course, you go down to 275 and decide to stop against our 292. That's nice of you. Appreciate that. I was trying to ignore it, but the hell. Anyway, but yeah, so I was saying that so the other Fed speaks are also talking. So there's a whole bunch of them today. But again, I think because he's going to be talking in front of a committee and House committee, and there's going to be some Q&A, and how he answers them. Even though again they spoke about all this stuff yesterday, so. All right, so again, we dipped down to right above our entry point there at 275. We were looking at 2.5. It's going to come down here and test it again, probably. If you didn't like it, or if you're nervous about it, maybe make an adjustment. Everybody's got different ways of getting in, so it's up to you. Everybody has different risk tolerances. You can adjust. You don't have to. Good. And there's no right or wrong thing here. Remember that, right? It's just what you feel comfortable as a trader doing. How you enter trades is what we're talking about here. Some people scale in. If you're trading multiple contracts, maybe you're going in at 91, 93, and 91. If you did that, then you get paid off. If you're doing it a half a point above and below, you just didn't get filled, which is what I was talking about. So again, everybody does it a little bit differently. It doesn't mean one person's right or wrong over the other. Just what it takes or how much risk that one individual wants to take. That's all. You can see a little volatility here. Like I guess he is talking right now, so that does definitely come into play. So that's obviously a consideration, right? Again, everybody's different, like I keep saying, and I'm not trying to be a broken record here. I'm just being honest. And so when somebody asked me earlier today, do you call out trades? It just I don't call out trades because everybody's gonna have different risk tolerances. What I do doesn't mean that you have to do it, or what Don does doesn't mean I have to do it, or what Brad does doesn't mean that we have to do it. Each person. Don, you got special mention here, but anyway, each person is different, so keep that in mind. And for whatever reason, we are moving around really good, so pivoting really quickly here. So, obviously there is some outside influences somewhere along the line here, maybe. I don't know. Definitely more outside influences than there was half an hour ago when we started. So 82, but again, it's gone down there. We double bottom down there, so it would have been nice to get filled even on that move, but we didn't do it. So, all right, so be careful there around the 92. All right, if you did get in, maybe got in the lower end here of the range based on a little warning I gave you. Could have gotten in maybe all the way down here at 91 if you scaled in that way, or got in at the low end. It's a possibility, only because of, like I said, the price action and what it was doing just prior to that. The one thing about us as traders is that you can adjust. You can say no to a trade, or you can adjust your entry point a little bit, as long as there's a logical reason for it. I gave you one reason, and maybe you adjust it a little bit, and it's a little bit. It keeps you in the game. Also, gives you a chance to make a little bit of money on the trade, and doesn't force you to get stopped out. More of it as getting in and feeling more confident getting in. That's all, more than anything else. All right, kind of drifting down here, looking at again, testing this little level here. Let's see what it wants to do. Okay, again, so nice little entry point there. If you made a little bit of an adjustment, again, that is totally reasonable too. Even if you kept it at 92, it did pop up there. So give you a nice little entry point there, a nice little opportunity there to to get in and make a little bit of a scalp against our this level here. And if you got in better, you did okay. If you got in at 92, you didn't get stopped. Again, it's just a matter of giving you confidence in entering the trade. That's all, and then kind of sticking with it, and then getting filled instead of getting stopped. That's what we're trying to do here. Hopefully, you were able to make that adjustment. And like I said, even if you didn't, or even if you adjusted down a little bit, you did okay. So hopefully that worked out for you against our 92 area here. So the even area worked, and then the 92 area here worked. So a couple nice little opportunities there that presented themselves. Market continues to downtick here. Next level support we have is the 82 area. Right now we'll have some resistance around the 02, 03 area. Again, this could be a reason that again there's volatility because Powell is speaking. He has his area speaking in front of a committee. So this is what happens, right? This is what happens. You know, we're very quiet most of the morning, and then boom, action in the last half hour. But hey, it's okay. We'll take it. And you got to be patient and wait for it, like I kept trying to tell everyone. And, you know, like somebody suggested that sitting on your hands is a trade. It's true. I never thought about it that way, but it's true. I like that. I like the idea of sitting on your hands being a trade. See, I can learn new things all the time. That's why we started this trading room, so we can like share ideas and concepts, and you know, I'll be the first to tell you that I don't know everything, and it's kind of fun to, you know, get some new concepts and ideas, or just phrases even, you know, that somebody suggested something. And that's why we started this trading room, to be honest with you. So we were, because it was quiet up in the office. You're sitting there all quiet and not, you know, like staring at the walls, maybe having CNBC on, for heaven's sakes. How exciting could that be all the time, right? Those guys I was telling you after the fact, oh yeah, Tesla, it's a great buy. You should have bought it. It's up 10,000%. Did you guys tell us to buy it? Nope. So they're a lot of fun to listen to. You like me just blabbering away here while we wait for our next trade? Talking about CNBC. I look, I had them in my office, okay, because there was nothing else to do. Nothing else on. I got one of those nice big flat screen TVs when they first came out. Spent $4,000 on them. Another $200. How am I doing? How am I doing when I got that? And then all of a sudden, they just every time I looked at as an ad for the TV, oh, I got that. I spent $4,000. Oh yeah. Now look, it's down to $2,000. Look, it's down to 1,000. Look, it's down to 300, 600. All right, they're done. You got it. You got some of it back. Good. Yeah, now you can get the damn 42 inch. That was big at the time too, right? 42-inch in my office. And I mean, compared to what the new ones are, they were heavy. All right, Don, love it. Way to hang in there. But then again, I know you would. I knew you would. You know, your brain gets waterlogged with all the rain that you're getting and all the hurricanes and all the shit that you're happening down there in Texas. I feel sorry for you, man. I don't blame you. Sometimes short circuits, but you made it out. You made it out okay. I think some of you might have heard Don. I think he's been temporarily coming in every now and then when I'm not around or when things are quiet to liven things up here in the room. And if anybody's heard Don speak or talk, there's only two places he could have come from: Texas or Texas. There's no other, no other place that he could have come from. He's a true Texan. As soon as you hear your voice, you're like, oh, you must be from Texas. All right, so we dipped down to 88 and change, came back up. Again, resistance would be around the 03, 04 area. If you're looking for a trade up there, but remember, he's talking. Anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. It's a good time to ask. Nothing wrong with asking. I like questions. Keeps me from just talking for no reason. Okay, good. I forgot about those, so I'm glad that you got them. That's all correct. Yeah, there's no formula to the pivot. We talk about how we get it and what to look for. You know, in our education course. So, but yeah, it's not differs every day, but it's definitely not calculated. I think if it's you get the calculated part with some of the other folks that are doing it, and kind of take the high and the low and divide it by whatever and get some number that everybody calls a pivot. It's nice, but that's not what traders use. So where's the VIX? Because somebody let me know where the VIX is at. And probably about the same as yesterday, I would say. About 27, maybe. Maybe 26. Yeah, it's 26 to 84. It's found its new home at this level. Again, he's talking, as you can see, creating volatility. We went from those interim highs really quick and one quick move here to the lows. So this is what happens when he's talking. And we continue to make new lows. Not surprising. Like I said, this is what happens on an F day. And they are Fing it for us. Well, good thing we don't have anything on here because we had 03 is some resistance on the upside, never got up there. And downside, next support level we have is the 82 area. But again, like I said, not surprising. This is what happens with, um, when Fed speaks or are speaking, or when they're doing something. Every time there's an F speak, there's something going on. It can create some volatility in a flash, just like it just did now. Okay, I can see where you could have gotten short there. Had to be a little aggressive, but I can see that. Uh, it depends on volatility and how busy we are. And also, you can throw in when there's a number that's released, or when there's somebody talking, or if there's fundamental news that's going to be released. Obviously, all those things come into play. But the difference in stops is based on volatility in the market. You could tell when the markets go down more than they go up. When the markets go down, tend to increase the volatility. You bounce around a lot more. You easily get 2 or 3 or 4 points one way or the other. And so to keep us, in a level that we think that might work, we have to give ourselves a little bit more leeway, because the volume, the price volume at each price is decreased. The meaning that on a normal day, if you look at the ladder ticket would have 100, 150. Right now, there's about 100, 150 at each price. Right? When you get volatility sucked into the market or spiked into the market, you have like 30, 40 lots at each price. So if somebody wants to buy 1,000 lots on a normal kind of trade, you can maybe 4 or 5 ticks. You do 1,000 lot when there's no volatility or no bids and offers, it can take you, 10, 15 ticks. So there's a difference. The volatility is based on basically on the volume that's traded. And the volume that's traded, when it gets quicker, becomes a little bit more, the push one way or the other becomes a little bit more extreme. But because of that reason, you can also make more money. Well, you're profit targets are also increased. So it's just not a one-way street. All right, Don, nice trade there. If you did call that. Um, Normally 2 to 3 points, high mid volatility. Um, 4 to 5 points, extreme volatility, more volatility, more. You get 6 to 7 points. So yeah, it can vary. We in March when things were really going crazy, we were doing 10-point stops and 10-point profit targets. And that's a lot, especially for some smaller accounts. But it happens. So you have to just, if you couldn't trade those stops, then you had to basically just be patient and wait for the market to settle down. Eventually, it did. It's just a matter of being patient. I got you there, Steve. It would have been a trick for you to get in at 66, but I was going to ask you how you did that, but I figured it out. I wanted in on that trade somehow, some way. I wish you would have told me how you did, but I figured it. I got you. I got you. Again, the volatilities come up here with the fact that uh, that Powell is talking right now and created a little quick push to the downside. As you can see there, it popped right back up. Some of you could have made a case for the 80, 85, 86 area there. And if you did, I know a couple of you did, so that's a good opportunity, good trade. Good pick out of 10. Good one. Yes, I was just going to give you a call. Um, or maybe looking for tomorrow. Is tomorrow okay? All right, so we'll plan around noon tomorrow. How's that? Okay, great. And I'm sorry I had to everything happen around me that I had to reschedule. That's yes. You told me we're on the same time. Okay, I know, but when I said something to you about time, you said, "Well, we're on the same time." I remember. Now you're telling me you're in Michigan and stuff. I know, but that's what you told me. Just saying. I guess we've gotten a little bit of a range here. The market has made that little quick move down to the 80, um, 5, 6 area and then bounce back up here. Got themselves a little bit of a range. Um, Resistance would be back at around 02. I think if we get above, well, the green band's coming there at 04, so a little resistance up there. But if we get above 6, you don't want to be short anymore. Definitely, if we get above the 6 area, good chance that it'll probably rally back. So if you're looking for a short, shorts would be below 06, and then consequently, you can find your way, how much risk you want to take. And then you kind of use this stop as an exit strategy. Good. Fantastic. I'm just joking with you. I mean, I thought I remember you saying that. I could be wrong, but whatever. Doesn't matter, like you said. Yeah, tomorrow at noon we'll have our class here. now are very choppy, as you can tell. Patience is important. Gets choppy like this, it's hard to think that it's going to stop and bounce back, or going to play the top end of the range or the bottom end of the range. So not really, uh, optimal for trading, unless this is what you like to do. Find a little range and start trading it. But if we do break out of it, you want to make sure your stop is in. Not something that we'd like to kind of teach. But patience is important. Waiting for the opportunity is important. We got ourselves in a little bit of a range right now, which is fine. The 82 level below is our next support level that we have. On the upside, like I said, anything above 06, you don't want to be short. So if you're looking for a short, kind of find where you want to get in with an appropriate stop, and then try to get in that way. If you're a little aggressive, maybe around the 3,300 even area. A little bit more risk averse, maybe about 02 or 3 or 4 even, and then anything above 6 out of any shorts. Thanks a lot, Don. I appreciate it. I may start talking because it's really quiet. I stop talking, and then you stop making money. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Well, I mean, I wish I could tell you that there's something exciting going on, but definitely range bound. Yeah, Don, he's waterlogged over there. I mean, I don't blame him. All he hears is squishing all around him. He needs to hear a voice every now and then besides water running through his basement. A lonely place to be down in with all that rain. Amazing. I'm sorry. He doesn't have basements in Texas. You're right. Sorry about that. I didn't know. They just build them 5 stories high. Well, at least your place. That's true. It would be under the pond. Well, sometimes we have to worry about that. I mean, when my first house in another city that they had, before they started all these plans of flooding and stuff in Chicago used to be a problem. And then they started building these big ass tunnels that they can absorb all this water during big rains. My house, basement did flood a couple times. It wasn't pretty. You can't stop it. It comes up through the sewer. You can't stop it. Did we pump it out? Well, we had to let it recede. It came up through the sewer system, so it wasn't like we had any. And then we had people come in and, take everything out, replace everything. Obviously, you had to dry it out too. But it was nasty. And then, then the city or the state, whoever it is, finally decided that they had to, get it fixed up. And so they spent billions of dollars on building this, and they needed it too because the area back about 20 years ago was getting a lot of water every time it rained around here. Because they're building all these big structures and they're taking away all these areas where the water could go. And they never thought about it until it became a problem. And there is this huge underground tunnel in around Chicago, and that absorbs like 1 billion gallons of water. So any overflow goes into this tunnel because they don't want to dump it in the lake right away. They need to do something with sanitizing it first or something before they dump the water in the lake. Lake Michigan, that is. So I don't know what they do, but they have to do something to it. I guess it's sewer water or something. But you can't just dump it in the lake right away. So they try to clean it up first. But yeah, but it is something. So they fixed that up here not too long ago. So it's not a problem anymore. But yeah, but you must start. I didn't know they don't have basements in Texas. See the things you learn around here. Man, they pull a plug on this baby really quickly. A very tight little range now we're in. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, I'm sure it'll piss you off, right? At some point. I don't know. Seems like it's getting a little volatile, but who knows? Thanks there, Tim. You have a good one. Glad you had a good day. See you tomorrow. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. You got that early tea time tomorrow. This should be fun. Going to be a little chilly. Might need all the extra clothes you had yesterday. Probably a little chilly in the morning. a very tight little range that we've gotten ourselves into over the last, I don't know, hour or so. They made a quick move to the downside and then all of a sudden become range bound here from the 88 to 96, 95 area. Still like tight little range, kind of going back and forth. HD, I think we have a little resistance up there around the 04 or that green band coming in. So if it is, it'll be a quick little scalp up there. So maybe above even, right? Possibly to push up to the 04 if we can find our way through this little range. Again, the nervousness of the market is we have a few Fed speaks that are out there talking, Powell, one of them, and there is, but still, still not a bad trade there, HD, right? Considering that's where our goals are for today. Anyway, but yeah, so the market's trading a little nervously because he might say or do something or suggest something that maybe he hasn't suggested in the last 24 hours, as they had this Q&A thing yesterday as well. So we are stuck in this range, trying to wait to see if we can get extended a little bit and maybe get a bust out of it somehow, some way. Take care, John. You too. But for the time being, we're stuck in a little bit of a buy there above the even, looking for a little bit of a push upwards. Again, like I said, if you're looking for a short, anything above 06 out of any shorts. But downside, 82 is the next support level that we have. All right, so below the 60s, we got 73, 66, and 58, and then 48 in case something happens and they don't like what he says. Or when he stops talking and they rally, who knows, right? We did bounce off of our blue men there if you were maybe a little aggressive. We said 30, 99 area, but the blue band is held very nicely there. If you, it's kind of been staying below it the whole time. But like I said, that it's to be a little aggressive and a little bored to pick that trade up. Again, patience is very important going forward, especially the rest of the day. We never know if we're going to break out of this low range or not. But if we do, we got the support levels down below. On the upside, again, anything above 06, probably you don't want to be short. And maybe that'll give the impetus for the rally above. At least get us back into that morning range that we were at. That was kind of tough to get through early on. Again, any reasons for any volatility? Mainly, I think right now would be the fact that Powell's talking, and look, the fact that he stops talking could also be a market mover too, because maybe they were expecting him to say things that he didn't say or they want to say. So all of that stuff comes into play. Looks like we made a new low better there by a tick and a little response to the upside. Resistance again. Yeah, a little bit of a buy there, maybe against even, but anything above 6 out of any shorts. Downside support is 82. I gave you some more levels below. I gave you 70. There's 73, 66, 58, and 48.
Hey, quick sound check for everybody. Couple quick programming notes. Wanted to welcome everybody that's joining us today as current subscribers to Sol Services on a monthly basis, and also those in his course and his mentoring work. For those that are coming in on the outside, click on the link or look at Sol's profile. Join us live in Zoom. This is an opportunity for individuals to come in, check out what we're doing. For those that are coming into Zoom as guests, and you haven't signed up for Sol's Monthly, I'll give you that discount opportunity. I'll do it now for you. It's going to come out in chat and see if you can take care of that now. It's usually $379. It's on for $100. Saves you $279 a month. It's going to go out to all attendees right now. There you go. Hey, Chad, if you want to talk, just let me know through Skype. So if you have Skype, great. If you're going to set Skype up, just let us know what your Skype name is, and then we'll connect you here. I'll give out to everybody our Skype name if you want to add us to Skype on your end. Our Skype name, Sol's Skype name is MarketVU, MarketVU, MarketVU. Hey, EJ, did you get a chance to sign up for Sol's Monthly? So let me know back in chat. Jurgen, did you sign up for Sol's Monthly? I think I saw that come through. Let me know back in chat. Lyle, let me know if you got a chance to sign up for Sol's Monthly. And Rose, if you want to post that info, I'll follow up with you now if you would like, if you're back. Now remember, if you're non-responsive when we exit you, make sure you write down our telephone number. I'll give it to you now. It's 312-685-2582. That's 312-685-2582. If you want to connect to us on Skype, it's MarketVU, MarketETVU. We're in Zoom on a daily basis. So join us if you're looking to learn how to scalp the market, looking to learn how to scalp the market as a living or a good hobby. We're scalping the S&P 500 E-mini here. If you need a trading account, let us know. We can hook you up with a broker so that you can get set up to trade. Also set up to practice trade against real-time data. And then we can talk privately about Sol Services, what they entail, what the opportunities for you are. But it all starts with signing up for Sol's Monthly. So take advantage of it and get this discounted rate. It's VU. Like instead of that VE you have there, just substitute like a universe, a U. So it's MarketETV and the letter U, like universe. Yes, beautiful. So Lyle, let me know if you're hearing us. Jurgen, EJ. So I'll be in the background if anybody needs me. If you do get exited, you know why. If you don't know why, just come back in. If you can't get in, make sure you make a telephone call or connect to us on Skype, okay?